My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is not willing to give up so easily. We've got the 10 of Batleths, or the 10 of Swords, with the Queen herself of Batleths. So we've got a willingness to, I think, speak up when other people are willing to be a bit silent or just kind of look the other way. Or we've got somebody who's been underestimated. You don't seem like you'd be that much of a threat to me, or I don't necessarily know what you know. So we could have somebody that is about to shock a lot of people in terms of being able to call someone out for exactly what's happened. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime chime. Oops, sorry. That was actually a lot. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hello, famous Seamus. How are you doing? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. That's in the description box, as well as a link to figure out more about my memberships if you'd like access to more shorts, videos, live streams, personal readings. Hello, Speeding Disposition. How are you doing? I forgot the S. What do we need to clarify? I think we need what's the news. We'll dive in there first. So I do feel like there is somebody who is quite intelligent. The question is, are they using this intelligence for good or not? Yes, indeed. Thank you. Chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down, and brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded and hard to reach. So we could have somebody that is not willing to give up, even though there's a lot of signs that suggest that whatever they're trying to accomplish is rather impossible. I do think that this is someone who has had quite a negative mindset, but also been pretty resistant with this brick wall, pretty resistant to listening to other people's opinions or updating their worldview, right? This is how I view it. That's how it is. That's it. Hello, Amfrance. How are you doing? Hello, Femin. How are you doing? So we have the cleanse and playa with the black sheep. This feels to me like we've got someone who has been in a relationship with somebody, and from the outside, it probably looked like it was a pretty decent relationship, but this Queen of Swords does not need to be a woman. This intelligent individual has decided the right thing to do is to walk away from this connection, to let go of this energy that they deal with this other person, because they cannot trust this individual. Now, this could be a romantic relationship. This could also be a family connection. But whatever this choice is that they're making to walk away from somebody, they do think that it's going to have consequences in terms of how they are seen by the community at large or by their own family. Hello, Pink Panther. I'm glad to hear that, en France. Frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. Puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted, and reading up, doing the research, learning more, and gaining insight. So I think this is someone who has changed their opinion. They felt like they needed to defend someone for a very long time. They felt like they needed to justify what they chose for their life, or who they were connected to, or who they were involved with. But now we have somebody who's realizing that there have been some assumptions made that were false. These hidden intentions have been discovered, and this leads to somebody being a bit confused. Like, if I had known this about this person, I wouldn't have gotten involved with them, or I wouldn't be friends with them. But now that I have more information, it's not good. Hello, Rex. This is just a tarot reading, but I'm sure you can find a video like that on YouTube. Hello, Earl Grey. Hello, Selena. Hello, Musicians Forever. Yes, indeed. But you've got an extra O in there. Hello, Luis. All right, so we do have a little bit of paranoia that whatever this information is, whatever this battle is over somebody's like reputation or the truth coming out, it's not looking like it's very calm or respectful. I do think we have somebody that is like losing their temper. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. Hello, Rob. Hello, Starseed. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Hello, Akil. Try to be nice or I might put you in a timeout, okay? Hello, Fernando. Starseed, if we get to $15 in tips, I will take personal questions at the end of the reading. We've got 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So we've got someone's hidden intentions being exposed. I defended this person or I thought things were fine, but now that I've looked up and I've found more information, now I'm kind of concerned. And with this paranoid card, worried about, you know, what else that could mean for me. So we have somebody who's been selfish, somebody who's made some pretty not great decisions in the past. And with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, this upsets somebody. It's finding out that someone you've known for a really long time is not as trustworthy as you thought. Hello, Masoom. I am. How are you, El Taro? Strange love. We've got 10 of Swords. Again, that was the very first card that we had, right? Except for it was the 10 of Batlets. For those of you that don't do the Star Trek thing, that would be basically a sword. Please feel free to expound on that, those of you who know exactly how to describe a Batlet, but it is an instrument of violence. 10 of Swords with the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. This is the weaponization of truth. I know what you did last summer, or I know who you were hanging out with, or I know who you called when things got difficult. This is somebody who realizes, oh, this person that I thought was actually pretty chill or respectable, they have been in cahoots with the less respectable people, with people who might break the law, right? Hello, Garab. Hello, Ayan. Hello, Elvis. Hello, Masoom. If you would like personal questions, go ahead, like the video, and if we get to $15 in tips, I will take the personal questions. I'm sure there's other things that you would enjoy. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Why do I feel like this is about cycles, the calendar year? There's something perhaps related to like the school year beginning, something related to like vacation or a family reunion, but there's something that comes back around and it's something that is repeated and it enables this individual, this Queen of Swords, to find out what they need to find out. And what they find out is pretty detrimental to the person that they're looking into. Oops. Sorry, guys. I let my thing get stuck on the chat. Oh. Let's not be talking about my weight. That's not okay. I look like the way I look like, and if you don't like it, I really don't care. Hello, Pink. Did I already say hello to Pink Panther? Hello, Woo Woo. English only, please, because I cannot moderate if I don't know what you're saying. Hello, Anangela. Elrod, if you're trying to get timed out, I mean, you could try harder. I don't disagree. Five of Pentacles is about somebody who's left out in the cold because all of a sudden they realize the truth about somebody. This is like realizing that the money that you had in a joint account with somebody has been all of a sudden removed, and there's only one person who could have done it. Because I do feel like we have somebody feeling destitute or left to their own devices. So you took everything, or you lied about this, or you know, you've created this giant problem for us. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse by not doing something that needed to be done. So losing something because you didn't make the payments on it, that kind of thing. But we have some anger based on this person's actions, and this Queen of Swords is not interested in any excuses. They're going to find out what happened. Don't disapprove, but that's not really what we want as far as conversation. Hello, Sean. How are you? Hello, Sanju. Hello, Renee. Hello, Maisha. Hello, Michael. Hello, Vincent. Sapna, if you would like us to do personal questions on today's reading, please like the video, and if we get to $15 in tips, I will. Emperor and the Five of Wands in the reverse. So I thought this was done. I thought we had talked about this. I thought we had figured out everything was fine. I thought you said you'd paid that off, or I thought you said that that person wasn't angry at you anymore. You said you'd taken care of it. But the truth is that you didn't. And with this Ten of Wands, now whatever it was that was causing issues, it's like it's magnified. It's that much worse, right? Hello, Cody. Hello, Mr. Amaris. Hello, Christina. Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Moon, and the Eight of Swords. Alrighty then. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. So we've got this right here is the lie, right? Ace of Swords being in the reverse is somebody that was not sharing the truth. It's in the reverse, though, right next to the Moon. And look at the Moon's right in the background here. So we have somebody who is stuck by the secret that they've been trying to keep. Trying to keep secret that they've had another relationship, trying to keep secret their financial issues, trying to keep secret maybe that there's been some sort of addictive behavior here, or issues with family. This is just, you cannot keep this secret anymore. It is quite obvious what has actually happened. Hello, Key Controller. How are you doing? Hello, Yola. How are you today? Knight of Pentacles. Four of Cups. And the Hermit. I feel like we have somebody who for a long time did things the way that they needed to in order to keep things organized or compartmentalized, right? Keep this separate over here so that this part of my life never really knows about that part of my life. but generally speaking, secrets can only stay secret for so long. There is something here that happens to get this information out, and now that this Queen of Swords is aware of it, it's like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this, or I'm going to get this person to admit it, or I'm going to get proof. Whatever it is, this is like, I'm not letting this go. And we might end up getting a divorce. We might end up closing a company that we own together. There is action that this person wants to take, but it's like, I want to get just a little bit more information. Thank you, Sanju. Hello, Tarzan. How are you doing? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I feel like this has to do with money primarily. There could be a number of things that this person has done wrong, because it doesn't seem like they are blameless, and it does feel to me like over a long period of time they have just kind of disregarded the rules or done whatever they felt like. But I do think that this is somebody who has entered into like predatory financial agreements. So they were trying to make money off of people that they should not have been trying to make money off of, right? Like taking something from your grandma's place so you can go sell it at the pawn shop, but like, you know, a little bit elevated. It's not a very good look, right? And whatever this financial situation is, it, I think, leads to a number of other discoveries where this person's been hanging out, what they've been getting into, and it's just not a very good look. We got the Path of Shadows. Hello, Skyla. How are you doing? Ah, Peggy in the house. What's up, Peggy? Hello, Shane. How are you doing? Ooh. We have the Mirror Labyrinth, or Labyrinth, for you OGs that know what that is, and Toad. The Mirror Labyrinth says, illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. I feel like this is somebody who has a witness to their crimes or to their choices, to their debauchery. And it has been going on for a while. This is not like, oh, yeah, that person was at the party last Thursday and saw me do something really stupid. No, no, no. This is like over a period of time. It has to do with finances. We've got personal growth, transformation, and letting go. I think we have an individual who finds this information out, and this is somebody who may have previously not been the most, they wouldn't necessarily be your role model, but I do think that there's been a change of heart. I do think that this person's gone through an ego death. This is why there is this kind of puzzled energy, as well as the cleanse that came out. Speaking to the fact that this is somebody who really wants to let go of that toxic energy in their life that has made it so difficult. Hello, Noah. How are you doing? Hey, dude. You know, I hope you're having a good day. All right, Zane, let me pose you a question to respond to your question. How, if that is true, how then do they film people looking at themselves in the mirror? Just saying. It's all about the angle, right? Hello, Steven. Hello, Jamie. How's it going? All right. Isolation, Grim Reaper, and Imposter Syndrome. My. I do think I said something about someone wanting to take a little bit of time to themselves, looking into some information, maybe being seen as a black sheep. In the solitude's embrace, I've found my own echo. I whisper to the shadows, my voice finds no fellow. The thing is, there's probably a lot of people who feel like they are a lone wolf because there is not a lot of trust in this community. There's friends who backstab, there's family who steals, there's business partners who talk about you poorly behind your back. This is a... If this community were a blanket, it would be an Afghan. Now, I love Afghans, okay? I actually literally have one underneath the table here, but they have holes in them, okay? This is saying the connection between these individuals is surface level at best, and people routinely throw each other under the bus or think it's amusing to laugh at each other, right? So we have Grim Reaper. In the realm of twilight where shadows converge, the Grim Reaper's scythe guides souls to the verge. This is that ego death I was talking about. So we have a group of people, they're not very nice to each other. One individual within this group, they see things differently. They might have had something in their personal life, maybe child-related, family-related, maybe even career, that makes them feel like they don't really fit in. We have the imposter syndrome as well. Makes them realize that they are not like the others that they've been dealing with. In a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, a stranger in my own triumphs, shadows cast about. Starting to realize that they've been dealing with a bunch of fakes, people who don't necessarily know what they're really talking about, or bloviate a lot. Hello, Dominique, how are you doing? This is, see, it says the moon. Oh, pretty cool, right? Hello, Mr. Man. How are you doing? Hello, Miss Princess. Hello, KJ. Wow. Focused. So we have somebody that has been very interested in getting as much information as they could, which makes sense, right? Because we did have somebody who's doing that reading up. I'm going to look into your social media. I'm going to look at your old bills. I'm going to ask, you know, your high school best friend what music you thought was cool. Hello, Linda. Hello, Mickey. How are you doing? Thank you, Anya. This is actually my grandfather's bookshelf. He built it, which makes me happy. And if you saw that globe, it's super old. That was his too. It still has some countries on it that don't exist anymore. So we've got entrapment. I'm realizing that the person that I thought I knew is actually much more devious than I expected. This is somebody who has stolen from people or somebody who has outright lied about who they are or what they deal with. Thank you, Mr. Amorous. If you look at my description box, you'll actually find my second channel, Curious Carmen ASMR, where I read books. I just don't post on there nearly as often. Thank you. So this is somebody who's about to reveal what they know because it has, I feel this is somebody who might be in a relationship. I feel like this is, I didn't really love you before, but now that I know this about you, I really don't love you. So I'm going to tell everybody what I know. I think this is a forbidden love, or this is about somebody who feels that the person that they fell in love with is not the person that they really are. So we could have somebody writing a book, feeling like they need to share the real story about what happened or why they fell for this person in the first place. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Let's see if we get any references to ego death, because I do think this person has changed. Hello, Grindhard, how are you doing? Hello, Sundar, how are you doing? We've got Gaia, Plants, grounding, purification, herbs, holistic, and earth. Yin, affection, caring, soft, heart, and feminine. With dimensions. Portals, astral travel, otherworldly, unseen, and metaphysical. For many of you, this could be a person who is going through a pretty dramatic change in their mindset because of a family situation. Finding out who their real father is, finding out that they're pregnant, finding out that their brother is not doing well. There could be something personal that changes this individual and helps them to realize that they are really not like these people that they've surrounded themselves with, and they don't like that. There is this undercurrent of criminality. So I do think this Dimensions card is about the unseen. Everyone sees the top or like the surface level of what somebody wants to present. I am this great person. But we've got this Queen of Swords realizing underneath that there's so much to this person that is not worthy of respect or is actually quite detestable. So they're trying to find a way to, I think, establish a new living situation or get out of Dodge. And I think they want to reveal what this person has been up to. Hello, lady. How are you doing? Hello, Ankit. Hello, Anga. How are you? Tarzan, no. I think I just posted something on my channel last night where I was wearing a red dress. Hello, Nancy. Thank you. Is it Jess? I hope you're having a good day. We've got joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Look, I think we have an individual who has like just fallen in with not the best crowd, realized that now is as good a time as any to remove themselves from that situation because they don't want to be surrounded by that toxic energy anymore. In part, it could be because they have somebody that they want to protect, someone they're related to, or somebody they care for deeply, because we did have that Yin card come out, which talks about affection. I want to make sure that there's a way for me to be happy or for this person that I love to be happy. So I'm going to create this new chapter or this new start for myself because I can't do this around this person. Spirits, the other side, souls, veil, mediumship, and contact. Tomorrow, begin again, continue ahead, better days, and relief. So this could be somebody who is planning to move out. This could be somebody who has purchased a new place or found a new job because they know they need to get away from this situation or this like particular person. Hey, Laura, how are you doing? Hello, Peter. Thank you. What else do we have? Serenity, ease, tranquility, peace, drift, silence. If I get away from this person, then I can start a new chapter and I don't have to be there for the fallout. I do think that this is somebody who may be starting to realize that they are uniquely positioned to create some sort of significant change or call this person out. I think this is going to be somebody who might like write a book or do some crazy interview because they feel like this information needs to come out. All right, let's get a few from the Gypsy Oracle. Hello, Nancy. Welcome to the channel. This is a general reading as of right now. If we get to a $15 tip or higher or 90 likes, then I will take personal questions at the end. But I do also offer personal readings via email, and that's in the description box for you. I don't really care, Tarzan. Hello, Jamie. I feel better in black. We've got pleasure seekers and enemy. This feels like people who are circling, looking for the information. Like, I already know this could be the person, or I already feel like this person is not going to do well or has some problems. There could be multiple people that have been offended or hurt, maybe even stolen from, because we do have enemy. So this person has no shortage of enemies. If they were to be called out or exposed by something this Queen of Swords said or wrote about, I think there would be others that would say, good show. We've got old woman. I'm putting you in a timeout. Please remember that spamming your question over and over again in the live chat is not, only disrespectful to the other people who are trying to enjoy the live chat, but also kind of rude to me. Like, would you walk up to me and just like start screaming your question? No, probably not. Child. Waiting. Misfortune. So I know things are going down. I know you're in trouble. I know that you're going to maybe get arrested, or I know that you're going to, have to face the consequences of your actions. And I feel like there's someone they care about that they want to protect. So they're looking at this impending misfortune, thinking about what they need to do to protect this person they care about. Does not have to be a child of theirs, but I do feel like it's that type of bond, right? I take care of you, you take care of me. Well, you don't really expect an infant to take care of you, but you know what I mean. Hello, Casey. Hello, Seth. How's it going? Hello, Edmund. Hello, Santiago. How are you doing? So we've got thought. Just the one, though. And melancholy. For a long time, there was no reporting or digging into the situation because of a little bit of fear, but also because of a little bit of concern that things would not go well. There's something that has changed. There's a shift in the energy. So this person feels like, okay, I guess it's time to change my life. I guess it's time to do what I can to protect the person that I care about. Cool. Hello, Adam. How are you doing? Thank you, Nancy. I actually have a video on my channel where you can learn about all the tarot and oracle decks that I have, except for maybe like 3 or 4 of them that I've added since. Hello, David. How are you doing? Hello, Akshita. How are you doing? Queen of Cups in the reverse. 5 of Swords. 10 of Wands in the reverse. This is like, I've never liked you, or I didn't know if I could really trust you, but like I made it work, whatever, things happen. So perhaps they do have a child together. Perhaps they felt like they had to be together for some reason. But now that the Queen of Swords, again, does not need to be a woman, sees that there are other people who are not a big fan of this, probably spouse of theirs, they're like, now is a good time to make my departure, right? Hello, planet. If you want personal questions, the goal is 90 likes, so make sure you like the video, or $15 in tips. King of Wands. The 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Alrighty, so look, we've got somebody who's like taking advantage of a difficult moment. I feel like this is about getting someone back. Oh, thank you so much, Seth. I sure appreciate you. This is like, I've waited for my moment. I didn't feel like I could do anything back then, but something has changed. And now I feel like what I could do is actually tell everybody exactly what you've been up to, dish back a little bit of the energy that you give to other people, because I don't feel like this is somebody who's very well liked. We've got the enemy card right there. Are plenty of people who are like, oh, you're not doing well. We love that for you. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you. Billy Bob, I'm gonna ask you to watch your tone if you're calling me a child. I am not a child. And I will block you. But nonetheless, I'm wishing you good energy and happy stuff going on. Let's just go with the personal question, should we? Do you guys have anything else you want to know about this? Yeah? All right. Billy Bob, did you know that when you spell women with an E, that's more than one? Just curious. See, that's an example of the patronizing thing, right? Right? Hello, Cher. How are you doing? Hello, VC. What's going on? Ephesians 4:32, Billy Bob. Look it up. Hello, Jay. How are you doing? Who's got a question? Hello, Pythia. I just finished doing a general reading, and we had a couple people being very generous, so I'm taking some personal questions. Alberto would like to know, what should I do for my career? Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Page of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you might have been instructed or certified or educated in something in particular, and what you are actually meant to do, it doesn't really have anything to do with that. And by the way, same. That's fine. It is never a bad thing to be educated, okay? I mean, loans are, I suppose, a different story, but I feel like you are guided to take a different path or maybe start something that seems a little bit less predictable. But with the Lovers in the reverse, I feel there's a hesitation to make this decision because there could be a lot of judgments. I do feel like you're going to have a dream about this in the next week. It will confirm for you what your gut is telling you. Grindhard would like to know, will me and my lady friend be together soon? And has she fallen in love with me? Those two questions, my man. Which one you want? Will Grindhard and his lady friend be together soon? I do not see that happening in the next 5 weeks. There is something with regards to money or career that is causing some separation or causing some issues here. But I do see the Two of Cups, so it looks like Spirit wanted to be kind to you and let you know that if this person has not fallen in love with you yet, they are very likely to. It's about patience for you, I think, which isn't always easy, right? Hey, Maribel, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Luis would like to know, am I getting a new job? Am I getting a new job? Yes. Ooh, this is the perfect card to answer. It's the Ace of Wands. This is about new opportunities. I do feel like there is going to be some element here where you have to get a little bit creative, but in a good way. But yes, this is going to be, I think, an unexpected win for you or something that ends up being better than you thought it would. So I love that for you. You're all right, Grindhard. Jay would like to know, will Adam reach out to me? I don't see that happening in the near future. I do feel like there are some communication issues that are extremely difficult for this person to get over. What did you say it was, Adam? There's something here, loss, grief, or like a major setback. It's like, why would I want to talk to you when I don't have any good news to tell you? Or it would all just sound like, you know, confirmation that you shouldn't be dealing with me, right? Hey, Reuben, how's it going? Let's see. We're going to switch to the Tarot of the Nile. Carrie would like to know, will the distance from my guy be coming to an end soon? Yes, Ace of Swords. There is some realization happening on his side that helps things to move in a new direction. I feel like he's realized that there was something he saw. It's like he saw it purposefully the wrong way. He didn't want to be honest with himself about the situation, but this is what is being addressed. Yeah. I want to work things through and avoid arguing. So, yeah. Maribel would like to know, is my husband faithful? Oh, that's so sweet. What a great answer. Yes, we have the Six of Cups and we have the King of Cups. Very beautiful energy. This man loves you. There is a lot of emotion that you do not see from him. But yeah, no, he is faithful. And I love that. Hello, Nicole. How are you doing? Esther would like to know, is my boyfriend over his ex? You're so welcome, Maribel. Is Esther's boyfriend over the ex? No, and with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like it's partially because there was something that injured his ego. I don't know if she cheated on him or just like made him feel less than, but it's like he's constantly looking for her approval or wants to be felt chosen by her because of a past like hurt, right? You made me feel rejected. Now I feel like I have to like kind of prove that I could get you to choose me, right? Hello, Violetta. How are you doing? Hello, Shreya. Shreya would like to know, will my current partner get married to me? Queen of Cups in the reverse. There's an issue here. I don't know if there's like a controlling mom involved. I feel like there is someone who is saying, no, that's not good enough, or the relationship doesn't meet my standards. The marriage happens if you like elope or do things without family, but I see a family member blocking it. Hello, Dana. Evelyn would like to know, will my finances improve soon? Yes, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is not an overnight fix or, you know, $1 million in the lottery, but things are incrementally getting better. So if you need to remind yourself every once in a while, it's maybe, you know, a little bit of a step. There's going to be more, right, over time. How should I see my relationship with Oliver for SBTV? Two of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Cups. Respectfully, I'm going to be blunt, as not worth your time. This is somebody who lives in a fantasy world. This is somebody who gets close and then runs away, or this is somebody who doesn't really know how to speak in love. So give this person space, give this person the ability to choose healing, but I would not believe too much about what this person has to say with regards to promises and long-term relationships, because I don't see it being very realistic. I think they say a lot. Hello, Indian Goddess. How are you doing? Big blocks. Nobody is asking to be anybody's god. I think that's a little bit extreme. I'm pretty sure you have another channel that would make more sense for you. Hold on, I dropped a card. Oh no, I almost knocked over the bookshelf, you guys. Nicholas, no, I would prefer not to do that type of question. Thank you. Shauna would like to know, will Philip get to leave the war soon? Yes. But I feel like it's not for the reason you expect. And I do feel like it could be pertaining to an injury on a limb. I don't really like talking about that. I wish healing and none of this for that person, but I do feel like there is some sort of scrape problem, but removes, was it Philip, from the situation? Where did you go? Yeah, Philip, okay. Sorry guys, the live chat is moving really quickly. Will everyone know my true identity? Okay, well that's 2 questions, my friends. You wanna tell me 1 question? I love you, Laura. Thank you, Michael. Oh, rubber duck, I haven't heard that in a long time. That's funny. Oh, Shreya, good luck with that. Yeah, the comment that came through for yours was if you elope, if you do, like, take things into your own hands and don't work with the family. Lexi would like, oh wait, hold on, let me say thank you. Thank you, Shauna. I so appreciate you. Where was that? Lexi wants to know, what is Logan speaking about me recently? The Hierophant. A 9 of Cups. Girl! He love you. We got the Hierophant and the 9 of Cups. This is like everything I've been looking for. I might have to like actually wipe this person up. Heart, eyes, you know, good things. So smile, Lexi. Hello, Hunting. How are you doing? Nina would like to know, what does Rajesh think of me? This feels to me like a view of you that is a little bit condescending, to be honest. There's like a, you seem meek, or you don't really speak up when you should. With the 5 of Swords and the reverse, it's like you're the first person to say I'm sorry, or you will always try to resolve things before they escalate. So to be honest, I kind of am concerned about how this person looks at you with this 9 of Cups, because it's like, I know I can kind of get away with certain things because you're always going to try to make it better, or you're always going to try to apologize or smooth things over. So they kind of feel like they can take advantage, and I don't like that for you. You deserve to be respected. Emmanuel would like to know, will me and my sister ever get along together? Yes. It's kind of a sad answer, but it feels to me like there's going to be a loss or a sadness. This could be somebody who's passing away or a loss of independence. And it creates a need. And I do feel like initially it might be a bit frustrating. Like, I don't want to share my space, or I don't want to do that for you. But it creates a closeness. So don't fight it, because it is actually a gift for the two of you to be close together. Hello, Helena. We've got, is the person I was seeing just not that into me? Four of Cups. Yes, I feel that's a fair assessment. And the Four of Pentacles. But I feel like you might be a bit harsh on yourself. It's always a good idea to be self-aware, look at the things that we can do to work on, not necessarily because you want to be as attractive as you can to other people, but because you want to have that confidence that comes from inside versus what other people think about you, right? But this is somebody who pulls back their energy pretty regularly. I don't know if you were absolutely perfect, whether or not this person would have been like, okay, cool, let's go like be in love and stuff. I think they treated you in a way, the way that they expected you to treat them. Hello, Susie. How are you doing? Hello, James. So we've got... sorry, I'm trying to read these. It's kind of hard because it keeps moving. India Gaines would like to know, should I move on from my current relationship? Not yet. There's an unexpected event or situation that brings the two of you together or offers you an opportunity to stabilize or ground the relationship. So I sense that there is still some hope in your mind or in your heart that you would be able to make it work with this person, even though there has been difficulty. And I feel like there is going to be a difficulty that puts you two on the same team. So if we work together, we can build this IKEA furniture. It's going to be the best IKEA furniture that has ever been built. But you got to argue a little bit to get to that point, right? So there's a challenge. Maybe it's a difficult road trip. Maybe it's a project. But it brings the two of you back together. So that's a good thing, if that's what you want, right? Hello, Medusa. How are you doing? Hello, Wing. Hello, Babita. Let's see. Ooh, what's up? I'm just gonna call you Jiggy because I don't know if you are okay with me saying your real name, but should Jiggy accept the position at work that he's been offered? I see no. This looks to me like there is some snake pit that has been hidden from you. I feel like there are problems here that you would not be paid well enough to deal with. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the reverse is you don't pay me enough for that. No. There's something better out there for you. Thank you, Hunting. Dana would like to know, will the relationship work long term? Can I refer to it as being a Brady Bunch? Yes. However, there are some struggles here. I do feel like communication is an important feature. I mean, it always is, right? In any relationship, even if it's not romantic. But this is encouraging you to come up with some sort of routine. For example, every Sunday night having a little check-in. What can I do to make your week easier? What is it that you're expecting that might be kind of, problematic? There's something here that needs to be done on a regular basis. It could even be going to therapy, going to church, something like that, family dinners. But if you institute that early on, it makes things much more likely to go well, encouraging that like flow of conversation, right? Hello, Angela. How are you doing? Hello, Gino. Medusa would like to know, will I meet someone after being single for 6 years? You sure will. We've got the Two of Swords here. You might be sent two people. This is about a choice. You're going to be tested, my friend. You're going to have two people around the same time interested in you, and one of them you need to reject because it's fake love. So it's kind of looking to me that you show the universe, I know that that's not real, that's not what I want, and then the universe is like, ah, right, I almost fooled you, but you're right, you probably want that like real love. Okay, let me grab the real love for you. GTA, because I like to work with candlelight. And I cover my windows because I'm crazy. All right, let's do 2 more questions. All right, y'all? Broken beautifully. Can you just like take it down a notch for me, please? I don't like that question. Happy birthday to Corey. Angela, oh wait, no, sorry. Angel voice, what is next for me in life? Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. There's an argument here that results in an opportunity for you. Honestly, what I'm seeing, Angel Voice, is it feels to me like an argument makes clear the character of somebody in your life and encourages you to seek out new energies or a new soul tribe. Could be ending a relationship or walking away from a friendship, but I see you in about 3 months having a much better group of people around you, people who actually want to support you and be kind to you, which you deserve. Hey, Zhao. How are you doing? Of course I can. What is the message that we have for Zhao? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Cups, Prince of Cups. There's something happening in your romantic life where there's a risk of losing out on a beautiful connection that is meant to be in your life. It's like blink and you'll miss it. Or if you get too focused on things that don't matter as much in your life, you may not realize that that connection is there. But this is a beautiful connection. So either make sure you're making amends if there's arguments, or make sure that you're taking time to appreciate the way you feel about other people around you. But I do feel like with this Knight of Cups or Prince of Cups, there is some element here of things getting a little bit more exciting for you, or there being a particularly romantic weekend, perhaps, coming up. Oh, I think I was only supposed to do 2 more. Ah, okay, I got you. Oh, you're so welcome, Medusa. Alice, it's really hard for me to be looking at this and doing a reading and being able to read all of the comments that go through, so I appreciate your patience. But I do come on to YouTube literally every day, so there's always another opportunity. But those were the 2 questions I was going to finish on. We're almost at an hour. I love you all. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, and the tips, and for being awesome. I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.